Yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, Hey there, Mr. DJ, got nothing else to do. Signed into YouTube to see what was new. Clicked on this video and now you are here. What's he gonna say? Did he buy new gear? It's the DJ shit show. The DJ shit show. Like chips and queso. No substance, just gas blow. He talks out his ass, bro. Moves fast but his brain's slow. Your channel won't grow. No, looks like a 70s porno. It's the DJ shit show. The DJ shit show. This guy is full of shit. Lacking charm and zero wit. Props the camera, he ain't fit. Do us a favor, leave and quit. No one will miss ya. Your wife will kiss ya. While kids make a wish ya. It's you drown with the fish ya. It's the DJ shit show. The DJ shit show. Fuck you.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. That's the new theme song for the DJ Shit Show. Using some help from AI. All right. Now, I will say that those lyrics, I wrote the lyrics. All right. But AI did the rest. I can't believe what AI can do. It's kind of insane. I'm a little worried. I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned about the future. I think they're gonna take over. I think all of us, all our job, nobody's job is safe. Nobody's job is safe. Especially writers, creators, they're coming for us. All right, DJs next. Now, the one thing I heard people say is like, well, all you got to do is, they can't read the room. Well, not yet. Not yet. Is the audio not working or is it good? Richard just said no audio. What's up, my guy? What's up, Jake from State Farm? Let me say hi to people. Nathan, did you like that? That was fun. Richard, we got no audio here? Somebody else tell me if we're good or not. I think that more people would say you can't hear me. I think I'm good. Turn your volume up a little bit, bruh. Turn your volume up. Let's see. What's up, DJ Long G? One of our members. Kenny's here. One of our members. It's fine. All right, perfect. Yeah, I thought so. That's it. It's Mike's. Who's the guy that always saying that shit? Someone's always telling me your audio's not working. It's working, guy. All right, I got up early. I got up early to make sure that this sounded and looks good. Thank you. All right, we're good. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Louis, what's up? All right. I am going to do something crazy today. I'm going to let you guys be on the show. Now, after I posted this on Instagram, I had a couple people tell me, Aaron, you're making a huge mistake. Look, I'm trying to come up with ways to make this entertaining, interesting. All right. And I know that, this could go well. This could go terrible. This could be the end of me as of right now. This could be the last time you ever see my face, as long as you fuckers don't do anything crazy. So here's the plan. The plan is, and let me say hi to George. What's up, George? And then we're going to do some member shout-outs. I'm going to walk you guys through my planning form. I'm going to show you my Vibo so you can see everything I do. And then I'm going to bring you on. So if you want to come on the show, if you go into the description, if you click on the description, there's, yes, Matthew. Of course. Well, no, I guess if we're shooting from the waist up, you're all right. I'm not wearing pants. If you want to be on the show, click on the description, and then there's a link. And then once you click on that link, all right, let me turn the volume up just a little bit. Let me just, I have to, it's the Shure mic here that needs its own little mixer. It usually does like auto gain, and it's kind of crazy. So I'll turn it up just a tad. All right. Let's go from there to right there. Okay. All right. Let's go there. So there's a link in the description. If you click on it, it should bring you up if you're on your phone, if you're on your laptop, and then it'll put you in the waiting room here, and I'll see you in there. And then once we get to that part, then I'll bring you guys on. Now, here's the deal. For what I want you to do if you come on, like, I'm not interviewing you or some shit, all right? Because I don't know you. I don't know you. What you can do, just have something you want to say, a question you want to ask, a shout out, whatever. And then when we do name that tune, then I'll have you guys play that for real. All right, for real. We'll have you guys play that one. Mike's asking, I think you need to buy the new rain controller. The performer? No. Nah, that's a pass. You know what's crazy? I was even last night, I was like, man, I haven't reviewed anything in a while. And to be honest, and this is gonna be shocking to you guys, I haven't bought anything in a while. Nothing big. The biggest thing I bought was the Danny Max booth. I might after this weekend get a new photo booth. And I already have somebody interested in buying my salsa booth. And the only reason why I'm going to get the Danny Max photo booth and sell the salsa is just because it's fully battery powered. I've just noticed that that would come in handy. You know, having being able to pick that up, move it anywhere, being fully battery powered on the photo booth. So, but there's nothing, the Performer 4 channel. Ah, Christ. Oh, there's people joining. All right. So I got a little, sorry. When you do that, when you do join, then I get a little like ring-a-ding-a-ding. And well, let's do it. Let's bring the first one on. And this is a member. So I trust you. Don't be an ass. Now remember, you come on, have something to say. Oh, Christ. Here we go. Okay. So got this guy on. Let's add you to the right.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's on. He's live. What's up, dude?
What's up, man? I don't see me, which is like perfect. I don't want to ever see me. Well, let me turn this stupid thing on.
Yeah, turn your volume. This is just like radio. There we go. It's just like, oh, you got a ring light.
Look at that.
It's like radio. So if you're watching the show, turn it off. You can't listen to it or you.
Oh yeah, it's off.
It's good.
Oh, Jesus.
It's good.
All right. Yeah, look at all this shit behind me. We have a garage sale coming up, but you can see the Danny Max booth.
You're selling it?
I got a photo booth back there. No. That's you were just talking about having all battery powered for your photo booth.
Yeah.
Already do. It's so easy, dude. Get the do I have these ones?
Okay, just a little bricks.
Yeah, but do you have the same booth? You have the Curve Mini?
I don't have any of it yet. I don't have. I'm trying to decide which one. Either I might get the one that flips.
That's right. You do like the salsa thing.
I have the salsa right now, so I'm looking at either the one that goes vertical or horizontal, the one that flips. Which one do you have?
If you're gonna do the new iPads, that's awesome. Scott Sane, which I think you know who he is. He's a buddy. He runs the iPad 9, and he hooked me onto that because they're like $200.
The iPad 9.
So you can have a bunch. Yeah, the iPad 9 actually has pretty awesome image quality if you're doing iPad only. I was running iPad Pros. Why spend all that money, So I get to do that. But the light that Danny puts into his booths, like the front light that kind of washes over everybody,
yeah,
uses these. They fit into it, and they have USB-C in, but you can also run out from them into the other one. So you can charge one battery with the other. If you use a splitter, you can charge your iPad and the light at the same time. I can run it for like 10 hours.
So it'll run the whole night. Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
What software? What software are you using on it?
I have Darkroom on, but a few people have been telling me to try Curator, and I'm tinkering with it.
That's the one that he kind of promotes.
I
actually met the Curator guy at one of the conferences.
Did you go to Marquee?
No, where did I see him at? It was a X or Midwest DJ Lives last year. I think that they had him there.
I didn't see him at Midwest.
Yeah. All right.
I'm not drinking on your show today, by the way.
What's in there? It's only
freaking water.
It's only this guy's an alcoholic.
I'm not. Not today. Not today. I was going to. I actually thought about grabbing a freaking beer and be like, no, I got
jumping
shit
up. Well, that's a cry for help right there. You drinking a beer at 12. Well, it's lunchtime. That's not true. It's
I
lunchtime.
live in Wisconsin. What the hell do you mean?
Yeah.
Like
that's not else to do but drink.
Dude, it's so normal here. It's fine. It's fine.
Perfect. All right,
we
bro.
can handle it.
Thanks for jumping on. I'll try to get somebody else on here, but
no worries, buddy.
Yeah, get that on. Thanks for coming.
I got a client call in like 2 minutes.
All right. See ya. Thanks, dude.
Peace.
Okay, you see, it's just like that. All right, it's just like that. That was well done, Matthew. Well behaved. No nudity. Didn't say anything offensive. Okay, so it's gonna be all right. All right, it's gonna be all right. You see how? So if you want to do that, you want to jump on, just hit the link. Yeah, being battery powered would be nice, and it looks like it sets up kind of quicker too. And then that software, that curator software, has me slightly interested as well. All right, let's do. Jeannie wanted me to do a shout out to your daughter, Roxanne. What's up, Roxanne? Thank you for watching and being on the DJ Shit Show. If you're a DJ or not, this is probably completely irrelevant to anything that you know, but appreciate you being here. All right, we got another caller in the house, so let's go ahead and take it. I got George here. Before they bring George on, which photo booth are you switching to? Yeah, looking at the Danny Max one. Yes, there is a delay. Oh, it's probably like a 5, 6 second, 8-second delay. So just get ready for that. All right, let's take a look here. Who's here? I don't know if are you still here, dude? Okay, there we go. All right, we're bringing on George. Oh, showing me the ceiling. Bro, you there? Your guest has muted themselves. You are live on the internet, guy. Uh-oh. Yeah, I see you. There we go. What's up, dude? Unmute yourself. Oh, and he's gone. Okay. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, it could be about 30 seconds. Okay, this is great. Was that a glory hole? I recognized you too. I think I've seen you before. Where we did like a Zoom call or something. I recognize that guy. Anyways, okay. While we're waiting for other people to jump in, let's do a nice little new member shout out. All right. Sean Charlton. Thanks for joining. And then Simon Jagasa. Thanks for being members, everybody. Thank you. Well, becoming a member, you get green chat. You get a little, you get that, become part of the Ultimate Chest Hairs Club. And I drop exclusive news as of right now. Exclusive news is thrown in the chat, meaning that you guys know who my secret guest is. But I'm going to tell you guys at the end of the show who my guest is next week. And I'm super excited about this. I'm super excited. This is Comedy Gold. We're going to see a shower scene. It could happen. I don't know. Hopefully not. I have no idea. All right. I have 2 people back in. George is back. Let's see if he pulled his shit together, and we'll give you another shot. Hit the like button if you're having a time and you are knowing that this is a bad idea. All right, let's take a look. All right, there he is.
Yo.
You there? Okay. What's up, dude?
What's going on?
What happened? You showed us your glory hole? You're getting flamed in the chat here. What happened that earlier? First go round.
I think I got duplicated somehow.
Oh, well, you're here, man. You're here. Have we met before?
Yeah, you helped me with your touch mix.
Oh, that's right. Yep, that's right. Did you ever get that sorted out?
Yes, it's been the best thing. Like, I want to buy another one.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 DJ booths. I have a Toadmatic, and then I'm getting one of, like, the T-column booths.
From who? Or from where?
The German company, what's it, Hover.
Oh, Horrorboard or whatever? I call it the Horrorboard. Because everybody's selling out and get one of those. The Nick Spinelli Horrorboard. All right. Are you getting one that's just like his?
Yeah. So should be here in like 2-3 weeks.
Okay.
I'm excited. I'm trying to like condense everything and not take 18 hours to set everything up. It takes about an hour and a half right now.
Ooh, yeah, we got to get you down to like 25, 30 minutes, guy. For weddings or for bars or what?
Just weddings, yeah.
What's taking you the longest? That's kind of crazy, an hour and a half.
I'm like, nothing is pre-wired, even in the Toadmatic. And that's where it's like, I need to, like, right before this wedding season, I really need to, like, nail that shit down.
Yeah.
So
Well, the booth will help for sure. Right now, with my booth, the way it's configured, and I guess I'll probably make a video and show you guys how everything's wired. I did that on a stream, but maybe a designated video. Dude, less than 20 minutes. I'm ready
yeah,
to rock. The
yeah,
booth is up. I have my new bags. They should be delivered on Friday. And I had done Tukey covers in the past, but now I did this. Oh shit, what's it called? I'll find out what it is, but this company that they make custom bags too, but it's more like a piano cover bag, and so it'll zip around and it's padded. So I'm thinking I could leave my controller in there now too, the Rev 5. Show up at the venue, bam, 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 everything's pre-wired, plug it in. I just plug in 2 XLRs right to my speakers and then ready to go, dude. Hour and a half. It's crazy. It's absolutely
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Sometimes even more. So like with like totems or anything like that, it's ridiculous. And
Oh,
that
you're doing
definitely,
totems, yeah.
yeah. So need to like condense somehow.
Uh,
Because I'm also bringing shit that like backups upon backups in case something happens. And I guess that's just I need to figure that shit out.
Well, that's smart too. I wouldn't do away with that, but definitely find ways to pre-wire. And the Toadmatic, are you rolling it into your car or you have a trailer?
So I have to rent from Enterprise every time I have no means of transportation. So my priorities are fucked up, jacked up. First
Yeah.
of all,
Yeah, that's no good either. So are you making money when you're doing these gigs?
yeah. I mean, I build that cost into the price, but
Okay.
I'm doing like I know you're doing way more weddings. I'm doing on average like 16 to 20 weddings the last 3 years. So
No,
I
that's good, dude. That's pretty good.
yeah, I think definitely once I get closer to like 30,
Yeah.
then we start looking at transportation.
Buying a car. Sounds good.
Yeah. Not
You know,
putting,
someday, George, we're looking forward to you growing up, my guy. Someday you'll be able to move into your own place and buy your own groceries and get a car. It's gonna be fun. All right, I'm gonna get some more people on. Thanks for joining, bro. Uh-oh. Let's see. I think I know who this is. Oh, are you ready? You ready for it? Okay. All right, I'm gonna bring this person on. Hello. We're gonna have a
Just
little. We're
downstairs.
definitely gonna have a delay here. It's the
I'm gonna go
wife.
out on the porch.
Okay, good idea.
There we go. So now I can't hear you in the background. And
Yeah,
this
that'll
is
ruin
hard.
the surprise
do
because
I
you'll
do
hear me zing ya, and then I gotta zing ya again.
Wait, am I not live right now? Am I not on right now?
You are. It's like a probably 20, 30-second delay, which is good because then I
Okay.
can actually there's nothing I can do. So if someone does something, there's nothing. All I can do is just
Not really.
stop it and then watch it happen 20 seconds later. So
Right.
that's all I
Right,
can
right.
do.
Doesn't help you at all. Like, no, there's no editors in the background editing what you're doing.
No, oh, they can. Oh, all right,
Right.
people saying hi to you. It's the wifey.
Oh, hi.
Yep. People saying hi. I can hear her in the background. We fixed it. She's outside now. Kenny's
Am
saying
I
hi.
right?
You
Right.
gotta leave
Yeah, I
soon,
went
don't
outside.
you? When are you gonna go
I
to
do.
work? What the hell are you doing?
I do.
Jumping on
That's
the
I was like,
internet?
I'm just gonna be super short. Do you want me to support your channel or not? Do you want me to support your channel? I'm supporting your channel, but I have to go soon.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
appreciate all the funds that you are sending my way. I appreciate that.
The fun.
She's
Do
on my.
you?
I only have one Patreon member, and it's her. I feel like that's kind of redundant because she's taking the money and putting it right. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm making any money out of
Your
that.
money, and then
Back
I send
in
your money
to
back to
me.
you. It seems like how the government operates, right?
Yeah, except they just keep taking my money and giving it to other people, and
Uh-huh.
I don't. And then when
Yeah,
I need stuff, they're like, "No,
that's
fuck you."
true. That's true.
She is the
That's true.
star of the show. Anybody got a question for Amy while I got her on? She does have to. She does have to leave in like a minute or two. David,
Yeah,
Brent is here. Carson is
I got like
here.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
I can't see anything because I went to this like thing and now I can't see any comments. So if any comments are coming in and people are saying hi, but I can't see.
I'll tell you.
I'm on like okay.
I'll tell you. Who's this guy? Yeah. People are a little bit behind. Did you have a question for me while I got you on the air? I know we got to do. People want us to do another speaker review. Now,
Oh,
I'm working with Sweetwater to try to get my hands on a few. I've sent a proposal. Haven't heard anything yet, so I don't know if they're
darn it.
down or not. But what do you want to do next? What do you want to review next?
Ooh. Um. And okay. So as much as I don't like you buying new crap, I do like the photo booth idea that's battery powered.
Yeah.
That, because we always have to find, like it would save you some time because you have to find an outlet. It's got to be by an outlet, and then you have to tape it down. I'm kind of down for that. Kind of down for that.
And
So if anybody's out there and has a free photo booth that you'd love to send to my husband, he'll make an amazing review for you. Please send it our way.
all right, there you heard it. Nice little pitch. Andrew had a question for you. He said, Amy, what was Aaron's pickup line that got you?
Oh, okay. Well, he actually has one. Like he has a really interesting sense of humor. It wasn't really like a pickup line. You didn't do a pickup line. But his sense of humor has always been something I've loved. And I think maybe we've already told this story, but we were
Mm-mm.
at school, we were at college, and we were eating with all of the freshmen. We were like the class coming in, and we're all sitting together, and there's this guy, he's like 6'2", is sitting down at our table, and when he sits down, he puts this giant bowl of applesauce, like enough that you can't not see it. I mean, this bowl's like this big, and it is just full of applesauce. Like he killed 8 apples to make
That was his
bowl.
dinner, too.
And it was like he just sat down with his applesauce, and we all kind of looked at him. Nobody said anything, and Aaron was the one that kind of broke the ice, and he goes, "Hey, anybody know where I can get a giant bowl of applesauce around here?" And that cracked me up. I know maybe me telling the story is not that funny, but to me, him breaking that ice and just being hilarious, like I was a little hooked.
You were
right
the only
then,
one
and I
that
was like,
laughed, too. I think people were like, oh, yeah, this guy does. Like, there were some people who were like, oh, he has a giant bowl of applesauce.
they're very literal about it.
Like,
Yeah,
okay.
hey, I actually see one right here. You can just eat his.
How
I
did you
guess,
miss
if
that,
wanted
Aaron? The
one.
whole
Why'd
cafeteria
you-
recognized this guy walking in with this thing. Yeah, I heard you giggling. So I don't know if you guys do know. Eventually, I'll have you on. We'll tell our romance story. But yeah, we met at school, and that was probably one of the first couple of days that we had been interacting with each other. We had like a little core group, that we sat, and then that kind of broke off. But yeah, I know when you giggled at that, I was like, oh, I think I hooked this one.
Yes,
So people are saying
Hooked
that
me
you
with the
said crap.
applesauce.
Did you say crap?
probably.
Oh,
Is that odd to say crap?
potty mouth. Sorry about that, everybody.
What?
See, this is why I need that fucking delay. It's because her and her mouth. You know what I'm saying? Her and her mouth's gonna get me in trouble.
Say the F word. I didn't say the F word. You people. What
Gonna
do
get-
do
gonna
people
get me in
think
so
I
much
don't
trouble.
cuss? Should I like keep that persona going? That I like don't cuss? Because I
If you want to, but the veil has been broken. You've revealed
it had
yourself.
because I said crap.
You've revealed your true colors before the world, and they have rejected you. They have rejected you.
I'm so sorry, people. Yeah.
All right. I'll let you go. I'm gonna grab somebody else on here. Got some people in the
'Kay.
waiting room. Thanks, babe.
Okay. Bye.
All
Love
right,
you.
bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Well, I love you, not everybody else, but I do love everybody else, kind of. Bye.
No, she
See
doesn't.
ya.
You just love me. You love me only. Me and me alone. She said, crap just because they're extremely heavy. Oh, that's right. As in buy more crap. Right. You should hear her though. She cusses like a sailor. Sometimes it's tough to, I gotta hide the kids around when she starts opening her mouth. I mean, it's like, I don't think I get her checked for Tourette's, to be honest. All right, let's bring another person on. We got, I believe all right, let's show your name here, and then we're gonna bring you on. All right, Louis, I believe. Louis jumping on.
Crap just because they're extremely heavy. Oh, that's
What's up, dude?
What's up, man?
There we go. How we doing?
Doing good. Let me turn this this delay off over here. It's tripping
like-
me out. I'm like
I-
like looking at you. I got it. We good. We good.
Yeah, turn it down. It sounds good now. What's going on, dude? What's going on? How we doing?
Not much, man. So just for the record, we got to be clean. We can't say anything like cock shit balls. None of that stuff. So.
Oh, well, yeah, let's refrain from. No, I just don't want you to show those things. I don't care if you say them. Just, we don't need to see them. That's the rule here. All right? It's rated R.
Oh.
This is a rated R show, okay? But without the nudity.
Gotcha,
All right?
gotcha,
It's TVMA.
gotcha.
It's TVMA.
So I don't know if you remember, we had briefly went back and forth. I'm the cologne guy. I'd ask you about, do you wear cologne, suits, and then you got on your whole deodorant powder. That's how you got your whole thing with that.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
on the my email, the when you were sending me the stories and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Did you
So
what do you land on right now? By the way, I'm a little bit pissed. All right, because I last week I went to I had the weekend off, first one I've had since April, and I flew out to Pittsburgh. That's where I'm from.
mm,
And I looked on the airline, what could you bring and what you can't. And then it said like I thought the wording was you can bring the aerosols and your juices and your liquids or whatever. Just put it in a Ziploc bag, which made no sense to me. I'm like, fine. So I stuck my Gold Bond powder that I showed you guys, like the spray on stuff, which I love, and I think it was like $9. May have been
yeah.
10. It wasn't cheap. And then my bag gets pulled out of the security, and I'm like, oh shit. And she walks over and she goes, what are you doing? I'm like, what? She goes, look, she pulls out my Ziploc bag and she's like, you can't take any of this stuff on the airplane. I'm like, it's in the Ziploc bag. She goes, no. I'm like, oh, don't throw out my Gold Bond. I need that. She goes, nope, you can't have it. Pff, threw that shit right away. So what's your
But
go-to sense when it comes to balls
oh man,
and neck and area?
you know what's funny, man? It's actually really stupid. Like I brought that up, and my wife's like, "Please tell me you're not doing this whole cologne talk. You're into the DJ, you're into cologne. Don't be that guy." And I was like, "I'm just curious. I'm just curious what other dudes, what's our go to, Honestly, it just varies, man. I got probably about 100 something bottles sitting over there, so I know I got a problem.
Where is it sitting? Where is it sitting?
It's in my closet. Like,
Is it right there?
you want to see it?
Yes. You have to
Follow
show us.
me.
We're
Follow
gonna
me.
we're gonna get a little tour.
All right, y'all
Uh
ready for this?
yeah.
Oh, I'm so lame.
Holy fuck. Holy shit, bro. Oh my god. This is like the scene in Anchorman where he pulls out where he shows like the you know what I'm talking about? What's his name? Paul Rudd has all those cologne like the Black Panther or some shit.
Are you
You
talking
know what
about
I'm
you talking about this guy right here?
Holy fuck, he has it!
You talking about this right here?
Oh my god.
60% of the time works all the time, man.
Oh, I've never seen that much goddamn cologne. I don't even think like JC Penney's has that much cologne on display. So, do you
You
have
probably
like
don't, because I
flavors of the week, flavors of the day? What's going Yeah, Sex Panther. That's it. Sex Panther. Thanks, guys. Sex Panther.
Sex Panther.
Fuck
I have
yeah.
3 kids, and let me tell you, that's what I wore each time. So
So it does get it done. It smells like Bigfoot's dick or something, right? Isn't that what some of the
I'm
lines
not
were?
gonna lie, it smells like gasoline. All right, it smells pretty rough. No, but yeah, I mean, it's just
Oh
it's
shit.
whatever I'm feeling that day. Because for me, man, it's just kind of that confidence, right? So I'm wearing something that feels good, smells good. Um, that I don't know. It's just a confidence booster when I do my thing, DJing, and
How
I
do you
don't
put
know.
it on? Are two spritzes in the air and do you walk through?
No,
No. So
we're
you're not
talking like
Italian then. You're not Italian.
no. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, probably about 10.
10 spritzes?
Yeah,
Jesus
I'm that
Christ.
guy. I'm that guy. You're like, who the fuck is
It's me, bro. It's me
that?
right here.
But enough of the cologne talk. I got a quick question, DJ wise.
All right.
When are you gonna rock out the RCFs, man? The RCF 12s. I know you were saying that you're not a fan of or have you got them yet, or you were talking about the
So those are the ones I'm trying to
technology?
get. I don't have them. I don't
Okay,
have the RCF 12s. I sent a proposal. I have two options of getting the 12s. One is
yeah,
either through Sweetwater, and the other one is through K-Pod DJ, which I don't know if you guys ever bought from them, but I'm working on something
I
with
have. Yeah.
them. They have a new website that's going to be coming out. And so I've been kind of going back and forth with them. So I have the option of like, if I go through Sweetwater, I get to hang on to them. If I go through these guys, I got to send them back. So I'm good either way. I don't think I want to like officially hang on to them just because I love the Maui so much. But if I so that's where I'm at right now. I'm desperately trying to get
Yeah.
somebody to send these. Is that your speaker? Is that what you got?
Yeah. So I jumped on that whole Calm Ray thing. I used to have all QSC and traded everything in and got 4 EV50s. It wasn't enough. I kind of regret it as soon as I got them. But I will say that the reason why I also wanted to go RCF is just because, as far as moving the tops, man, that just makes a big difference. Like I think, and you probably deal with that. I mean, do you ever deal with that with your Mauis? Like you have to like turn the speaker, to. I mean, do you ever have to
To
deal
be
with that?
honest, not really too much because they do 120-degree dispersion because they kind of, you get a good dispersion with them.
Yeah.
Not too much. If anything, what I do, and the one thing I've been doing this year more than I ever have is spreading them out. So I've got them at least almost 8-9 feet on each side away from me. I got 10-foot cables that go this way. And
Yeah.
then I'm putting the subs up against, I'm trying to move as far back or get them up against the wall so that the wall then creates even like more sub, which I've noticed that that's happening. So spinning them, I've maybe done that 1 or 2 times ever when I had the RCF J8s. I never really found myself like, oh damn, I wish I could get, the sound over there. Do you do that? Are you doing that a lot?
Well, one thing I've noticed, man, is like so I just DJ at one venue. I've kind of committed myself as like the in-house DJ, and a lot of times, like you have that the bigger the let's say there's I don't know 200 guests, then it kind of covers more ground. But the thing is, you have that one table in front of you that you kind of want to just turn that speaker, so it's not hitting them in the face. That was one
Mm-hmm.
thing I noticed that with the EV and some of these other column arrays that you can't really move the tops, and it's like, oh, that. Sorry, guys, let me just move the speaker right quick. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I
And
don't know. That's just
that's why too. I've been asking recently. I've been asking for a layout of the room, and I try to tell couples because wedding planners don't think about this. Nobody thinks about this except for us. Like, don't put tables right next to us, right?
right, right,
Especially if
right.
throw their old ass guests there too. I'm always seeing some gray hair up there. I'm like, oh fuck, these guys are gonna hate me. These guys are gonna hate me during this. All right.
Yeah.
Cool, dude. Hey, thanks for jumping on. That was
All right,
fucking hysterical. I need to step up my cologne game for sure. I think everybody does. So, all
I'll
right.
send you some. I'll send you some, bro.
All right, see you, dude. Okay, let's bring on Andrew here. Andrew, you there? Let me look and see. I don't see him sitting there. So let me see if Kenny's ready. These guys are both showing up, but I don't see them in the actual room. So Kenny or Andrew, get yourself on camera, and then I'll bring you in. What did Chad say? What are you guys laughing at? Let me back up. What did he say? 3 kids, next cologne should be pool. That was the most cologne I ever saw in my life. That was awesome. I definitely need to step that up. I think I mentioned this, or maybe I haven't, but after COVID, Amy and I, we're both sort of like, our noses are pretty fucked up afterwards. So I have to like spray them in the store and make sure it doesn't give me like that musty kind of smell that I get that drives me nuts. So that's the thing. I just sent her out to pick me out one. I was like, go pick out one that you like, and she got one for me. And I'm not a huge fan of it right now, but you know what? I'll wear it if she likes it. All right. Oh, I see people here. All right. Andrew, I'll bring you on first, and then Kenny, I'll bring you on next. Okay, here we go. Andrew, what's up, bro? You have yourself muted, so go ahead.
Oh shit, my bad. Can you hear
There
me
you
now?
go. Yeah, we're good. What's up, dude?
All right. Not shit, dude. Just I'm in my living room. My wife's actually looking at me like I'm a fucking nerd. And I
Uh-huh.
mean I am. It is what it is. She doesn't know that I'm watching a podcast. I'm kind of like on like a DJ show right now. Yeah.
She has no
piece of
idea
shit.
that you're making it, right? Like she's like, what
Yeah.
are you doing? Like, are you kidding me?
I'm hitting the big time.
I'm on a DJ shit show, honey. How can you not be stoked about this? Right? Like, just get over here and help me with the kids, right? Is that what's
My
going on?
wife and my kid doesn't care. Both of them, they don't care. But, it is what it is.
It took a
But,
little bit to get Amy on board. She would sort of watch some of the videos and then but now she's kind of getting on board and watching a little bit more and has some. You know what helps? Taking her to a conference. I don't know if you've ever done that before, but I took her to DJX, and it's one of the reasons why I want to go to X this year. Have you ever been to X or a DJ conference?
No, not yet. It's on my list of like it's on my wish list. I will say that. Like I haven't. I wanted to go last year and had a kid, so I couldn't do that. But yeah, it's on my wish list.
Where are you at? Where are you located?
I'm in Kentucky. I'm about an hour north of Nashville.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
you could, yeah, that's what changed it. When I took her to a show and you kind of pulled the veil back a little bit, like, look what I do. And then the other thing that changed everything is when she came with me to the gig, when I threw out my back and she like
Yeah.
saw all the stuff that it just kind of opened up her eyes. Like, I can't believe all the things that you
I,
got to do here, you know?
I will say one of the first times, and this was like whenever I was like first started DJing, I used to take, she was my girlfriend at the time, but I used to take her out to some of the gigs and stuff. And so I had to fire her essentially because
Why?
there was one time where
You're getting fact checked, bro.
yeah.
You just got community guidelined right live.
I didn't. I stopped bringing her along. But I essentially all I wanted her to do was just press play. Like I had everything queued up, and I needed her to press play. And when I pointed to her to press play, because I was doing like the grand entrance and stuff, she was on her phone. So I was like, okay,
Oh.
yeah.
Let's get her on. I want to hear her side of the story.
All right.
What's her name?
Her name is Becca.
All right, Becca. We're gonna get your side of the story here.
All right. What's your side of the story?
Welcome, Becca, to YouTube. You're live. So Andrew basically said that you were served one purpose at this event, and that was to push play. And when he needed you desperately, when the people were coming in, he made that announcement. And here comes Mr. and Mrs. And you're on TikTok. Can you explain yourself here?
Well, I took it very seriously, but I panicked. And I just didn't do it right.
So did that add more respect to you? Like you realizing what Andrew does and the pressure that he's under, or no?
I mean, I think he does a great job. I couldn't do it.
Obviously, you didn't do it. No,
Didn't
Becca,
do it.
you
No.
didn't do it.
I was really nice. She was really kind to me about it.
Hey, thanks for blowing my grand entrance, but go ahead, walk through the buffet. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, have some dinner.
Get a couple plates. It's okay.
Get some food. All right, so we got Becca's side of the story. We'll get her off. Did you have a question for me or anything, dude?
No, actually, I just got back from my storage unit, kind of rearranging stuff, and my kids up. I've missed like the last like few weeks of your show because my kids' nap time is kind of like right whenever your show starts, so I have to go and take a nap with her.
Wait, hold on a second. Back up a second. You got to take a nap with your kid? What do you mean?
Like, so she doesn't. So we co-sleep. So she doesn't like to sleep without us. So we have to go. One of us has to be in the bed with her. Did
you volunteer for that parental duty? I would have.
I mean, it was.
You can't say anything because Becca's there. But listen,
I kind of had to do it. Whenever we first, my wife Becca just got a new job, but I was kind of I won't say the primary parent, but like I took care of my kid, our daughter, during the day, and then I have a bartending job at night. So
okay.
No, man. I just wanted to get on for shits and giggles. Honestly, I didn't really have. I was just here.
Perfect. We had shits, we had giggles, and we fact checked everybody. Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Not
See ya. Okay. I love it. I put his wife on, and she had no idea she's gonna be on the internet. My wife would have killed me if I did that to her. Oh, that was great. All right, let's bring on Kenny. Kenny, what's up, dude?
How you doing, man? First time, long time, just like they say on the sports calls, you know?
I was waiting for somebody to finally do that, and I appreciate.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if talk radio. I mean, that's still a thing, right? AM radio, like bitching about
It
sports. Like, when are they gonna pull him off the mound? It's fucking ridiculous, bro. Right? You listening to all that?
I mean, it's big here in New York. You know, they got W Fan. I grew up in the Seattle area. We had KJR back in the day. So I grew up listening to sports radio. So I had to do it, man. I do listen to a lot of your stuff. I'm really glad that you have Amy. I really felt for you when you threw your back out and, you know, she was carrying your stuff. My wife goes with me to almost every gig.
Okay.
It's just nice to have a sense of peace because I take them all very seriously and I'm usually nervous. And
yeah.
one time somebody dropped my gear and they busted up my mic receivers and stuff, and she kept me calm. So yeah, man.
So
I'm glad you have
you're in the corner. Oh, that's nice. That's an aspect I never thought of, is when something happens that pisses you off and you're about
Yeah.
to, and then she's like, take a deep breath, count to 10. Like, don't treat me like a toddler. I want to go yell at these people. They just broke my goddamn mic. And so she kept you. Now did she hit the play? Now we start from Andrew. His wife dropped the ball. Has your wife ever?
No.
No, she's been on it.
She does not do anything audio related, but she is actually a co-vendor with me. I press her into service basically. So I offer Zoom for the ceremony, and she's the camera woman. So she's like
Oh,
right there with the photographer, like working with them, and yeah, she's made us some significant money.
I was just
on her
gonna say. So
tapes.
you added that as part of your offerings. Now you have a separate person. Hey, you want to live stream? Now, since COVID's been over, is that still a popular thing? Do people still want to stream their ceremonies, or are those numbers go down?
It is in certain communities. I think it's less important than it was, but I can tell you that I did a wedding. The last time I did Zoom when she was with the roving camera, there were 150 people in person and there were like 180 people in Zoom. I do mostly
Whoa.
bilingual weddings, so a lot of
Okay.
people have like their guests out of the country. But there were even local people that were just like, "Yeah, I'm not going to Long Island. Let's just jump on the Zoom and handle it." So yeah,
So they didn't want to go, but they'll jump on, watch, and you don't stream anything else, right? There's just the ceremony, like
yeah,
not the
just
rest
a
of the reception.
ceremony. I have no idea what it would be for the reception. I would charge more. I don't know
Yeah.
how much more. I don't know if people would go for it, but yeah, it would be a lot of work
I don't think
to
people would
bring
sit through that. Like, all right, so what? I'm gonna sit and watch people eat chicken for the next hour, and then
Yeah,
maybe
I don't
catch the
think so.
speeches and watch the dance afterwards. It's all about. Man, I'm not even drinking. I'm not even getting any free drinks, right?
You'd be surprised, man. Some people like to drink and be on the computer, you know?
Well, I had one guy on earlier, Matthew. He was an alcoholic. No one is buying it for a second, Matthew, that you did not have beer in that yellow glass. No fucking
Well, I bought my
way.
own bottles because Luis's collection definitely beats mine, but
Ooh, a
I
little
also take
Versace I saw there, right? Is that Versace? Was that what you held up?
yeah, Versace Eros Flame, which is, Luis is probably at home going, "Pfft, yeah, right. Well, Luis, I do have Creed in this plastic wrap. So I keep my stuff in the fridge. These are my winter fragrances. So
Winter.
keep your stuff. Yeah, dude.
All right,
Can't be
why do you have, well, okay, why look, I'm not gonna lie. I know I'm Italian, but I don't know much about cologne. So why are you keeping it in the fridge like vodka? Two, what's a winter fragrance? Is it has a different like muskier, outdoorsy?
You got it. You got it. Whatever's too heavy for summer, if you don't want to smell, if you don't want to come on too strong, you don't want your vanillas, you don't want your spices coming through in summer. Summer, you want clean, fresh, citrus, maybe a little aquatic note. I'm sure Luis is hopefully agreeing with this if he's still on.
I don't know if he's here or not. We'll
Uh,
have him fact check you because obviously
yeah.
I think he proved himself to be the cologne connoisseur. I mean, no offense, but
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I
No,
mean, you saw him
absolutely.
opening up a cabinet. I can't believe like mist didn't come out. I really wish. Matthew just said winter fragrance, salt, muddy snow, frozen dog piss. Yeah, that's the Midwest smells that that are just natural to our environment here. All right, so you said summer. What's a winter? What would you say is your winter
Your
fragrance?
spicy stuff, your tobacco notes, your vanilla notes, just anything that smells like dessert and
Yeah, okay.
cigars. But it's great, in the winter it's cold, it doesn't travel a long way. It's not coming out
So
of your pores because you're
all
sweating.
right, let me ask you this. What I'm assuming is, and this happens after a certain point, after a couple weeks of wearing the same fragrance, your nose gets kind of used to it. So switching it up probably helps with that, right? Even for are you married or do you have a girlfriend or anything? Or are you with
Yeah.
anybody?
Well, yeah, I mean, my wife is the one that comes
Oh,
to
that's
give
right.
to
Yeah,
me.
you said that.
Yeah.
So does
No, you're good,
she?
bro. I know you're like talking to a lot of people. So.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Did
so I try and stay fresh for her, rotate them in and out.
you ever put one on and she was like, "Oh, fuck"?
Has that happened, babes? She's recording me. This is wow.
Wait, don't.
All
Let's
right.
get her on. Will she come on? Let's get her on. I want to get
No,
your opinion on some of this fragrance.
she is turning beet red from
All right, it's
now.
not
So
happening. All right, so that's
yeah.
fine. Just say it out loud. Just say it out loud. Has he ever put one on? You're like, that's a little bit too much, my guy.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. All right. So you figured out the balance of walking into a room but not overtaking. How many
Yeah.
spritzes do you have? Louis said he did about 7 or 8 spritzes. What are you doing?
Yeah. So I actually commented on that in the chat. That used to be me. And then my office mates were like, "Bro, you need to chill." So, you live, you learn.
Did they have
I think
like they had like an HR meeting? Like, all right, we gotta pull Kenny in and sit his ass down because
that was
it's
next.
becoming a problem.
That was next.
So,
That was the next thing on the menu.
so they did the right thing. They told her like, just a couple people walk up like, hey, there's a couple of rumors flying around, guy, that you need to.
People started sneezing at first, and then like they had allergies, and
Did you know it was you? Did you know that was because of you, or you had no idea?
Yeah, I suspected it. So I try and learn, man. You know, you can't.
What do you think
assume
of
that you know.
Richard here? What do you think of Old Spice? I mean, that's bottom
You're asking-
shelf shit, right? That's like that's like plastic bottle bourbon, Old Spice, right?
It is a little bit, but you know, it has its place. I think if you're under 8 or over 80, that's the rule, right? For all the those little like decisions, the weird fashion decisions, you got to be really young or really old to pull off Old Spice.
Okay. All right. And then here we got the official sprays from Louis. He says 14 sprays minimum. I am way under my sprays. I am way under. I mean, I guess you got to hit that. So that's bump, bump, bump. Maybe the wrist, rub it in. I can't believe that we've been talking about cologne this much on the shit show.
I'm not. This show always goes this way, bro.
It goes this way. All right, dude. Thanks for jumping on.
I did have a question.
Oh,
and
okay.
I came
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I actually have two. I'll try and keep them as brief as possible. I am based in New York City, where it is just as cutthroat as anywhere else, but there's a lot more people. I wanted to ask, how do you go about doing venue open houses? How do you really get into the vendor's ear? And obviously, if it's a trade secret, keep it to yourself. But if you do have suggestions, I'm open to it. I've asked a few people, heard a few different things. I'd love to hear what you have to say.
So if it's a place I've never been before, so I'll start with ones I have been. So if there's ones I have been before and they're doing like an open house, what I do is I'm always following them on Instagram. I'm engaging in their content. I'm telling you, I've gotten booked based on writing a comment under an Instagram post at a venue. So if you stay engaged with that, then when you see, and this happened, I'll see them post, hey, we've got an open house coming up in April. Then I'll message them, hey, do you need another DJ? And they're usually like, oh my God, yes, will you please come? So that's helped. And if I go, I prefer to do now those smaller venue open houses than go into those large, I don't know if they have those in New York where they rent out like a huge facility, like a sports arena almost, or a convention hall, and then there's 14,000 vendors, and everyone's just, it seems like it's just bargain hunting, you know?
Yeah.
Getting into a new one is tougher. You almost have to play there first because they don't know you. And they're probably a little bit more protective of, I don't really know this guy. And so the thing is, like, that's why every venue I play at I've never been to before, I hand out a card, I follow them on Instagram, and then I'm kind of like lurking a little bit. Do they got something coming up? And then jump in on that. So that's kind of been best. But like a cold reach out to a venue, hey, can I come out and do this? Let's see, has that ever worked? I don't think so. I don't know. Have you tried that or no? What do you think?
I was about to, but I felt it might have the same results, to be honest. So I'm gonna keep with that.
Yeah.
My second question is extremely silly because I've been
Okay.
DJing for
All
5
right, good.
years. But just again, I can't assume that I know it all. My headphones, I started getting bits of pads on my face. The pad is falling apart. Any tips besides just buying a new pad or buying new headphones?
That happened to my which one did I have? I had Beats that started doing that, and I know that you can replace. I would just
Yeah.
replace them. I don't think there's any way to. I definitely wouldn't start duct taping that shit. That's just
Part of me
kind
was
of.
hoping there was a gaff tape situation in there. Yeah.
One, I guess you could if you want to be kind of frugal, but come on, dude. It's like, what, 40, 50 bucks? Get some new ear pads. I'll tell you right now, I'm using, and it's kind of crazy. It was DJ High Kevin. I saw, I don't know if you know what that is, but he's over at SCE. He's in Jersey. Works with like Nick and Jason. But he had I thought he had like molds made because I saw a video. I was like, oh, bro, what are those molds? He's like, they're $20 Amazon headphones. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And I bought them and I've been using them and I absolutely love them. So I stopped doing over the ear cans and now I'm just doing they wrap around the ear and fit right in. and they're good for. They keep the sound out too, so they're good for like keeping my, the tinnitus down a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you have your headphones there? Let's see how janky they're looking right now.
Oh, my janky ones. I have a lot, bro. I use a lot for production because I'm with BPM. So I have Sony MDR 7506s, Biodynamic DT 770s. I got the cheap, Chinese IEMs that you're talking about.
Yeah, there we go.
These
Yeah.
are insoles. But for DJing, I use Pioneer HDJ C70s, which is Pioneer's version of the Sennheiser 125.
Okay. All right.
So because they're light, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'll
Yeah.
keep digging around. I know there's a lot of people waiting to get on too, bro. I don't want to. I've taken.
No,
enough
it's all
of your
good. No, thanks, man. Thanks for jumping on. It was fun. I don't know if I have anybody in the waiting room right now, but I'll
Oh.
let you go, bro. Take care.
Want me to hang up?
No, I got you. See ya. Okay. Let's see. Old Spice is a Pittsburgh cologne. 14 sprays of Axe expired. It's getting late. It does go a little bit too. It does reek of junior high. Junior high. I get so many bookings for comments and posts. I'm telling you, that's a secret to the trade right there. Engage. I had one person tell me they were a social media, expert, right? Because I've had people reach out to me like, you want to grow? Also, by the way, if someone hits you up with that sort of thing, like, hey, do you want to grow? And you go to their page and they only have like 48 followers, like, what the fuck? You can't even grow your own goddamn page. Why am I going to pay you to do this? But they said that social media is exactly what that word is, social. And if you are not if you're just jumping on and by the way, hit the like button, everybody. Let's get me to 20. We're a little low. An hour in, only a little low on the likes. Well, I think I see like 15 or whatever, but let's get me up to 20. Engaging is a huge thing. If they see that you are engaging with content, then they sort of like reward you by letting your content be seen by more people. But again, sometimes it's a shot in the dark. I've put stuff out and it's died. I've put stuff out, it's done well. I don't know. I have no idea why it happens that way. But definitely figure out a way to engage. And then when you walk out of a venue, hand them your card. Keep your eyes open for if they're doing any sort of events or whatever. Now, what's nice about doing the smaller venue ones, I've never been charged to go do it. Some of those bigger events, they charge you like $1,800, $2,200, almost $3,000 to rent a 10-foot by 10-foot space. So they charge you to be a part of it. Every single small open house I've done for a venue, they don't charge me. And they try to keep the duplicate vendors down. So there's been many times where I'm like the only DJ or one of the only two, maybe there's two. It doesn't bother me. I don't mind having somebody else there doing it too, because it's all out there. Like I was at a fair and I met a couple and there was another DJ and they're like, we just talked to that guy and we talked to you and you just seemed like our vibe and awesome. And then I'm sure it went the other way around. They talked to me and they were like, and they went over there and they're like, you know what, you're more our deal. And then they went that way. So with that, my tips with that too is just sell yourself. I don't bring tons of gear. I'm not trying to sell the gear. I'm trying to sell me. I'm trying to make them like me so that when they walk away, out of all the vendors that they met, they remember me. So what can you do? Pop your top off, show some nips. That's one way that might get you banned. Just if you have an ounce of personality, just try to showcase that as much as you can. Yeah, been booked off Instagram. Definitely works. It definitely works. Can you, let's see. Oh, can I post a link? Yeah, where are those? I think it's on my kit right now. If not, if you're watching this on the replay, when we're done, I'll put the link to Amazon in the video, so you guys can check that out. What else I see here? Those little simple compilation videos I throw out. Yeah, you do a little like a highlight. My buddy does that. He does always does. He posts on TikTok and Instagram. Just an 8-second compilation of the bride walking down the aisle, party pics, bam, off to the races. You're good to go. People want to see that. They do go on your Instagram. So if you're not putting stuff out there, You're just making it easier for the rest of us to book. You gotta be out there. You gotta be out there. Your nips are gonna scare people away. You got some pepperoni nips over there, guy? Nothing more scarier than some pancake nips. Just open up that shirt and it's just all nip. It's all nip. All right. Thanks, Louis, for jumping on, bro, and being on. And this was the Cologne show. This was the DJ Cologne show. Boy, it's 1 o'clock. We got 20 likes. Thank you. I wonder. No one else wants to jump on, so I have to decide what. Oh, let's play. All right. If you want to jump on and play Name That Tune, come on in and we'll just do Name That Tune with you. Because what I'm gonna do with Name That Tune today. Well, let's do the theme song here.
Here's the game, it's always the same. I play a song, you listen along. Name that tune. Name that tune. And if you can't, fuck you. And if you can't, fuck you.
All right, there it is. That's the theme song. Name That Tune. Here's what I want to do today. I'll bring you guys on if you want to jump on and just play. But I just saw on one of the DJ chat forums or whatever that the Knot released another goddamn Do Not playlist. And is it pissing you guys off as much as it's pissing me off? I don't understand. What's the point of those? What is the point of those? Because while I agree with most of them, while I don't play 3/4 of these songs, I just don't. It has nothing to do with snobbery. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the fact that a lot of these are still on our list. Do other vendors get attacked like this? Is there did the Knot post an article, stop serving beef tenderloins at your wedding? Do you know how many goddamn weddings I go to and that's what we're eating? Stop serving Caesar salad at your wedding. Why is it always us? Why is it us? I saw a video that went viral too. 2 photographers were talking about songs they're sick of hearing. Oh, yeah. Well, we have a list of that as well. I got a list of songs that I put on and I put my headphones in and I turn off the cue buttons because I'm a little over it. But you turn around and I look and I see everybody losing their minds. They still work. They still work. So it's annoying to me. These fucking lists. Do they hit photographers? Shots you should no longer have done at your wedding. How about the veil hanging off the door? You got that hanging up in the bedroom? Does anybody want to see that picture? The veil hanging off the door? I just don't know why it's always us. It's always the goddamn DJ. So, Name That Tune is going to be, I'm going to play a couple of these don't plays, and then you guess what they are, and you're going to get these. This is not hard, but then I kind of want to get your take on it as well. Oh, yes, it's my guy. You ready? Hey, Ben, what's up, baby?
How's it going? How you doing, man?
Listen, you guys want to know how unpetty I am? Ben, where are you located?
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Ben,
Where are you located, Aaron?
Minneapolis, Minnesota. Ben, are you?
No, you're in Farmington, brother.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Don't call me out. You just fucking named my location on the internet. That's fine.
Sorry.
No, yeah, I'm gonna start getting packages. However,
it was going all well until Ben started doxing you.
Which took you 8 seconds. And this is what happens. This is what happens when you invite your direct competition on the internet. Ben, you are direct competition, are you not?
Yeah, but we're frienders.
We're totally frienders. I don't give a fuck. I'm glad, dude. I love how busy you. Anyways, we went on a trip together. We carpooled together. We need to let that go too, right? There's plenty of work out there, right?
Yeah, I agree. Don't have a scarcity mindset. There's lots of people who do what we do, but do it differently, and are going to find the correct people to get paired with in the process.
All right, let's have a little bit of fun because I don't care, but I think this. Do you have a specific? Do you remember ever outselling me? Is there a client that comes to mind? You don't have to say who they are, but has that ever happened? You're like, oh, I beat out Aaron. Has that happened? I'm just curious that you beat me out.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I track that. I think my sales process over the last year has kind of shifted. I don't do as much follow up as I used to. Like pinging a couple after a discovery call. I kind of have just been if I don't hear back from them, um, I assume that they found somebody who was a better fit, and I let that ish go so fast. And so
Okay.
don't worry too much about who they booked, but I'm sure it's happened.
Well, that's interesting too. I don't know either. I don't. I know that some guys want to know. And I think I mentioned this on one of my last shows because somebody said, "Do you when someone says we went somewhere else, do you ask them where?" I don't understand that. I don't. Well, okay, I'm too insecure. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I don't want to know because then I start looking in the mirror like, what do I gotta do? Do I gotta start growing a thicker mustache? What do I gotta do to start landing
Well,
these?
that's if I outsell you, it's not because my mustache is thicker. I assure you. Uh, I think I'm the same though. I used to want to know, and now I think I don't feel a need to know. I'm more comfortable in my specific value proposition. I feel more comfortable in my price range. I know exactly what I do, and I just kind of I've pivoted to a more charitable interpretation if someone doesn't book me, which is just that I wasn't the right fit, and whether it's budget, style, vibe, personality. There's a lot of like dope DJs in the Twin Cities.
So how did you get your mind there? Because I think that's a good thing to think of. There's some DJs out here that I think maybe obsess over that to a fault, to a degree where they're like, "All right, I made a mistake. I'm lowering my prices. I'm outpacing my market here. I'm not booking as much as I have." You know, obviously, I know you were part of a company and then you branched off and did your own thing. But when you branched off, didn't you almost went with the pricing that you wanted to go at right away, right? Because I know you kind of did you
Mhm.
almost double it where you started at? What gave you the balls to go for that, bro? And I think this is a good thing for us to hear. What gave you the balls to leave a company, start your own, and start at a pricing that you know, like, okay, I feel comfortable with this, and I know I've set myself into probably the next tier, right?
Dude, I think that's such a great question. And especially I know there's a lot of DJs too who do both, right? Who take booking individually but also sometimes moonlight for other companies. So for me when I left, I was in the mindset that if someone is willing to pay that company that amount of dollars for a service that I provide, I should on my own for sure be able to charge that, especially if the client is getting the peace of mind of meeting with me before booking, knowing that I'm going to be their point of contact through the whole process, right? Like they have access to me and my time. They're not getting connected with me 2 months before their wedding. Like I'm their guy the whole way through. So in my mind, it was a little bit easier just to start at that point because people were already willing to pay that to get me. Does that
And
make sense?
I mean, you're fully booked this year, and are you almost done next year? Are you almost fully booked next year?
I'm about 2/3 booked for next year. I also think like letting go of worrying post sale about uh, who did they go with? Why did I lose that sale? A big thing for me in October of last year, October of 2023, I closed my books for 2024. I was still getting inquiries, but my bandwidth was so much more limited. It was just like random Fridays or Sundays that I had open. So I was like, you know what? I hit my financial goal. I think I'm good to go. I don't need to just panic and say yes to every booking that comes my way. And I think that helped me like flip a switch in my mind of it's not about locking down every client that reaches out,
That comes your way,
but
yeah.
rather figuring out how to do my job the best that I can, and then using those other levers, right, of adjusting price and capacity, how much we want to be working.
Because by turning them down, you've given yourself more days not working, right? Which is not a bad thing, especially during the busy season where I had my first weekend off last weekend, and I decided from here on out, I'm taking July 4th, like whatever week that is. Did you work last
Yeah,
week? Did you work on the 4th weekend?
I did. I have my very first though, like full weekend off during peak season in a few years. So the end
When?
of July into
Okay.
August, I like left that weekend open intentionally, and I love that you're going to start doing that too for yourself.
I'm not gonna lie, it's hard, but you got to stick. But in the past, I have put in my calendar off, especially trying to avoid
Yeah.
triples, which I'm trying to do less of next year. I'm doing a triple this weekend, and then every time I see it on the calendar, I just want to fucking kill myself for doing that. But there's a little bit of me that definitely needs to go. It's all right to not. You don't. You know, the money's great, but then the capacity to do well at an event when you're doing so many in such a short amount of time, it can wear you out. Takes your lifespan out, you know?
Yeah, well, and I think you do this too, right? Like we drive and drive to create a better service for our clients, and then we increase our rates to compensate us for all the time that we put in. And every time we start charging more, we kind of, because we up our prices and we have that fear right away that's like, I don't know if anyone's going to pay that. I hope people are still interested. And people are like, yep, we're still interested. You kind of have that moment where you're like, who am I to turn my nose up and say no now that people want to pay that? So you just say yes to everything that comes your way.
Undoing the whole reason why you did it, you know, it's like, wait, I was doing,
exactly
raising it so I don't have to do as many, but you become higher in demand because the word gets around that you're creating you know, like last night I put up on Instagram, I'll screenshot when I get a 5-star review and just kind of throw those out there. Most of those are for clients just to see. But somebody messaged me and they were like, do you ever get scared of getting a negative one? And I said, oh, bro, you haven't gotten one yet, have you? You son of a bitch.
No, but I'm scared about it constantly because I haven't got one. I know the first one is going to feel the worst. The first one is going to I could have 1 million 5-star reviews. And once I get that first 1-star, I hope I never get a 1-star, man. That'd be rough.
If
but
you
even a neutral one still feels like it just hurts.
It does. It did. Imagine getting 3 of them all at one time, which is what happened to me. Like, it was just like bam, 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 like 3. And I'd never seen that in 6 years. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I realized what was going on. Oh, they're all in a room, drunk, mad at me because I didn't play a slow dance. So the only reason why I'm good is it because they were guests who were pissed off at me.
Yeah.
And I got 2 5-star reviews from the bride and the groom afterwards, and I just gotta let that go. But I did have other vendors tell me, hey, look, when you're sitting at like 4.9, you look a little bit more human than the perfect 5-star.
Yeah, 5.0 astroturfed people who just had all their friends leave reviews.
Yeah, see, exactly. Yeah, it's like, you never make a mistake. And like, yeah, I've made a mistake. And as long as it's not, so the thing is, like, I left those up there and I kind of wear those with a badge of honor because they basically were like, we hate this guy. Oh, but the bride and groom were super happy. And I'm like, well, I did my job. At the end of the night, the people that pay me are happy. You're not happy. I don't give a fuck. So thanks for making me look real. It's coming, bro. It's one day that person's going to come up like, how about the cha-cha slide? And it's on your do not play. Like, I'm really sorry, I can't do it. Like, that fucking DJ didn't let me cha-cha. I really wanted the Charlie Brown. Speaking of, let me hit you with some of this do not play. I'm guessing that these are probably all in your...
I haven't looked at this yet.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I have a hunch. Do you ever talk to your couples about like must plays, do not plays, and how much overlap there is between them?
What do you mean by overlap?
There's like some stat that like 75% of songs on the top 100 do play are also on the top 100 do not play.
Oh, yeah.
That like a lot of the songs on both ends, they're just polarizing, right? People love them or they hate them. So they say, hey, you have to play it, or hey, you cannot play it.
Yeah. So on my list, and I guess I'll do this another time when I go, shit. I got 5 more minutes I gotta go because I got a haircut. But on my list on Vibo, I only let them give me 20 must plays and 5 do nots. And then when I go through the do nots, they're typically recently been like line dances or Taylor Swift. You know, like people either love her or hate her, which is my couple. And what's funny, I do a call and one couple was like, we fucking hate line dances and no Taylor Swift. All right. And then I get on the next call like, we want all the line dances and as much Taylor Swift as you can play. That's why these do not play lists are bullshit. You know, they're generalizing people. And there are certain people that like these songs, and I don't have a problem with it. Now, this fucking song, I don't know why anyone's playing this. And if you're playing this at a song... What are you doing? What are we doing out there? And I hear...
I have on my website that I don't play that song. I like
list it's always, is it, how many times is that on your do not play also, by the way? It's I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, yeah, we're at a wedding and the DJ played the chicken dance. He played this fucking song.
Oh, yeah, no.
What are we doing? Is it a skating rink or what? And then the rest, all of them. So the rest of them are on here, like Electric Slide, Cupid, Hokey Pokey. Hokey Pokey.
It makes me sad that that this is a thing that feels like it needs to be said, right? That who put this out? Was this Wedding Pro?
It was the Knot, I think, did this one.
Yeah. So it makes me sad that it feels like it needs to be said, that DJs need to be told, like, hey, maybe stop doing that stuff.
If you are a chicken dance DJ player, I want show yourself or jump on. I don't know. I have time to talk to you. But
Show yourself.
Show yourself. Show yourself so we can fucking shame you. What do you do? I don't understand. Like, when in your set? Now, maybe, okay, don't want to say anything, but I know maybe it's the lower, it's the kind of like, it's the non-dancing, it's the, we just need a DJ couple that don't care. They're not on the dance floor. People aren't dancing. There's 50 kids. Okay, I'm playing the chicken dance. If that's the case, I get it. All right. However, I think what you're doing, the rest of the guests are picking up on you playing the chicken dance, and you're out there, you're doing it with them, right? And they're like, this fucking guy. I don't think I want. Let's get your coats. Who knows where this is gonna end up? We might end up doing the fucking limbo by the time this guy gets done with the night, right? Oh, we got one. William here said, I played the chicken dance.
I will say,
at a wedding.
I have played it before. So I'm not to say it's not to say like I'm above it or I never would. But like time and place, right? This was a couple who it's like a tradition where they hand off the chicken. They have this like really like old porcelain chicken that's like a joke family heirloom. And at all the cousin weddings, all their friend weddings, they hand it off to the cousin who just got married, hands it off to the cousin or family member who is getting married that day. So they like gift it to them on their wedding day. It's a big moment. Play the chicken dance. It's hilarious. Their family's very German. So
totally fine. I'm with you there.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. Totally fine. I have no problem playing it then. But if in my mind, I'm like, I need people to get dancing. I need to get them on the floor. In my opinion, playing something like that is the worst way to accomplish that.
I think so too. You really set the tone. It's like, oh, this isn't going to be the kind of party I want to hang at. Okay, so this pissed me off too. I'm not going to lie. I play this almost every wedding. And it's kind of like, I'll stop playing it when you stop twerking to it. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I know that people hit the like button right now if you play Get Low at your weddings. And I'm sorry. It always works, right? Is it working for you?
I rip that one every now and again. I will say that years ago, I would play at every wedding. I was like, it's peak. It's a banger. It gets people going. They love it. And now I'll play it, but I don't view it as like a staple. I don't view it as like, I have to play this to get the party to the next level. For me, there's a lot of other ways that I like to do that. And Get Low is just not one of, like, I'll have full weddings that I finish where I don't, and we're in Minnesota, so you know our demographic here, but like, I'll get to the end of the wedding night and be like, wow, I didn't play Yeah, or Mr. Brightside, or, any of these other like big iconic dance floor fillers.
Well, that usually happens if I don't have a long. I've been recently, dude. You'll love it. Most of my dances for most of this year have been 2.5 hours. I've been getting my timelines really trimmed. This weekend is.
And you got that in your contract, right?
Yeah, I added hours. So now, but ironically, this weekend people had to pay me to go longer. So both Friday and Saturday are 4 to 11:30. Sunday is 3:30 to 9:30. But I'm 7 hours now for reception and ceremony, and then 5 hours for reception only. And the couples are typically working within that time frame, and it's working great because I feel like that 2.5 hour dance. I'm ripping through, dude. I like have a little bit more fun because I know I have a short amount of time. So I'm trying to get as many in as I want to. But when you got that 3.5, 4 hour, what's your strategy when you get one of those? You get a 3.5, 4 hour dance. What's your strategy?
I think it was one episode that Nick Spinelli did where he talked about just like throwing everything at him early and not saving it for late. And I think that I used to, when I had longer dances, tell myself, you need to not quick mix. You need to take it a little bit slower. It's a longer time. Let stuff roll through that second verse. Let it go. And the longer I've done it, the more I'm like, let me trust that I'm a good enough DJ that late night will get weird and I'll figure it out. But I don't need to save, like I can get the party popping and still think about the arc of the evening and building momentum, without burning them out in the first hour and a half. But you can you don't have. I think you can still think about it the same way as doing a 2.5 hour dance, but maybe letting some songs roll a little bit longer.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that second chorus, especially when it starts at 7:30, when it's bright and no one's out there, and they all like as soon as it's over, they all go outside to stand on the patio, and you're like, oh, it's just me and I'm all by myself. All right, well, we're gonna hear the whole version of Footloose. I'm sorry, this is kind of where we're gonna go with that. All right, dude.
Aaron, real quick, let me just say something.
Yeah.
I pulled, so when I first got Vibo, I looked at your templates as like an example. And you do this in your contract, you do this in Vibo. I love the way that you like guide couples by being the expert in the room. You do such a good job being like, trust me, you do not need a 4-hour dance. That's why my hour packages are set up this way. If you want to add time, cool, we can do that. But let's have our starting point be me advising you on how to get the best party possible as the expert in the room. And you like even in Vibo, like that general info template or whatever at the front. And I didn't know if you were going to go through your Vibo today or not, but
I don't have time, but I'm gonna do it not next week. Next week. I'll tell you while I got you on. Next week, my guest is Sean Hazen, who is he runs and is in charge of DJX. So
awesome.
Gonna have him on. We'll talk about DJX next week. I'm gonna have him on. But yeah, why did I say that? You asked me if I was gonna do Vibo. Yeah, it's like my tips for a killer wedding. I try to go over that in my consultation. I show them video footage of the 4-hour dance and the empty dance floor. And then I show them a pop-in dance floor. I'm like, this, and they're always like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm like, look, I'm the one I've done over 500 of these. Oh, good. Never mind. I've done over 500 of these. You got to trust me. I don't want your party to die. And so I try to like nail that a little bit in the pre-wedding while they're still working on their timeline or whatever. But appreciate that, bro. I think next week, hit that like button right now. Bam. If you want to see me go through my planner, the next show. The next show
you
that
should.
I don't have.
You've got a lot of really good gems in yours that I think people would be eager to take a look at.
It's cool because it keeps evolving. And so there's things where I'm like, oh, I always ask them this question during the meeting. I need to add this into like, what time is your photographer leaving? That's good for me to know because sometimes photographer leaving and first dance are at the same time. They're like, oh, they're leaving at 8. And I was like, your first dance is at 8. That's going to be a problem. And they're like, oh my God, we got to buy more out. Yeah. Should we move the dance back? No. Just add more time.
Don't do that.
Do not do that. Do not, under any circumstances, do that.
I love that.
I'm trying, bro. I'm doing everything I can in Minnesota to fix these. I mean, I talk to people like, yeah, typical weddings like 3 to midnight. I'm like, we got a lot of work to do here. It's the venue's fault. It's the venues. They let them in at 12 and they let them stay till 12. It's not our fault. We're doing what we can.
I feel.
All right, bro. Thanks for jumping on, man. I'll see you soon.
Thanks for hosting.
All right, bye. Okay, 1 hour and 23. Oh, Jesus, we went long. Thanks, Ben. That was fun. Having a little hometown homie. I already liked, so there's another like to sit through your process. Sweet. Aaron, if you're going to keep your Rev 5 in the case, get yourself a plastic. Oh, yeah, I'll probably get, what are those called? Deck savers. If I do that, yeah, for sure, I'll get a deck saver. Cover that to make sure that, that was the one thing I was worried about, it getting beat up. I got a skin on it. I don't want that skin peeling off or getting all dirty. So we'll go ahead and take care of that. What did we learn today? We learned a lot. We learned that you can smell good and play good and be a DJ at the same time. So get yourself a nice cologne. Dust your balls. But don't do too much or you're gonna piss off your wife and coworkers.